what do you think the importance of this story is most fundamentally?
Well, it's multi-faceted. First of which,
Yeah.
we covered this story a couple weeks ago when it first happened. This is important for your audience to know that this is not a couple days old story. It's a couple weeks old. It's just that the footage was released recently, and the
Right.
footage was so grotesque, and because a lot of people were wondering when the story came out, was there a struggle? Did she have any background with this guy? It was not clear, right? So we just kind of the headline was Ukrainian refugees stabbed to death on mass transit. Like, okay, there might be more to the story. Turns out this was one of the, in my opinion, I've ever seen coldest, most senseless murders I've ever seen. She had no interaction with this guy whatsoever. He was sitting, she was sitting minding her own business, and he just takes out a knife and just decides to stab her. The
Yeah.
big component of this, though, is that this was so preventable. He had 14 priors. And one of my passion projects is going to be part of me atoning for my sins in this regard, because I used to kind of be sympathetic and even push for this legislatively in a prior life. Is this whole criminal justice reform stuff has been a complete failure. And a lot of people on the right fell for it, and it was obviously pushed for people on the left, and the Koch brothers put a lot of money behind it. But how many more examples do we need of somebody with 10, 12, 13, 14 priors that then goes and commits a murder? This is not an isolated thing. We now see that this is not, there's some people that have demonstrated that the current model is not able to rehabilitate these people. So I think that is really where I want to focus a lot of my attention, which is what are we really doing here in regards to this whole fake and fraudulent criminal justice push that we've seen the last 10 years especially? Is it making us safer? Is it making our streets better? And I understand the intention of it. I understand that there's some people that get caught up in that thicket that probably are in jail for too long, or the evidence could have been better weighed. But largely, we do not have enough people in prison in this country. And I can defend that. It's very defensible, actually. Only half of America's murders are even solved. You think about that, Mark. Only half of our murders in our country are solved. That means 50% of our murderers are walking the streets of our cities. We should have more people in prison. Not to mention this guy should have been in prison, and the multiple other situations that are resembling this. And so, look, I do say this with some form of just heaviness.